Hello everybody, this is your boy Jeremy Mansfield here with another video, and this is obviously the closing pitcher series that I have just started. I've done part 1 and part 2, so if you haven't watched those, and also the overview, so if you haven't watched those videos, please do so. You may not miss some things overall, but just overall in general, you'll see the creation part 1, creation part 2, and then obviously this episode will be the showcase. But what I'm gonna do is look at my attributes and perks, so to speak, because I'm a 52 overall. I got 20 stamina, 60 pitching clutch, 45 hit ratio, I believe it is, home run ratio at 50, 55 for strikeouts, basically base walking people, it's based on balls at 30, velocity for a four seam is 85, but the control is 45, and the break is 55. The slider is 75, 35 for control, 45 for break, velocity 70 for the changeup, and then 30 for the control, and then 40 for the break, and that is about it, because obviously batting, it don't matter, it really don't matter. We are a closing pitcher. It's like all we would want to do is, become the best closing pitcher we can. And so within this episode, we are going to be playing the 2 showcase games. That way it goes a little bit smoother, and that way when it comes to gameplay, what I'm going to be doing is roughly 2 to 3 games per episode. That's what I feel like I may do. It may be even 4, because the fact of the matter is we're a closing pitcher and we may be only pitching 1 inning, and if we're only pitching 1 inning, that may inning be very, very quick, or it could be very, very long. It just all depends. I probably will do them singly, because I don't know how long each game is going to be, and so then obviously if you see my streams or whatnot, I take notes and stuff like that of what's happening throughout the my YouTube channel, so to speak, as I'm building up videos and series and stuff like that. So let's get into the first game. So we are a closing pitcher. Doesn't really matter about batting, so I just picked the right, because when I do other positions like shortstop and stuff like that, I do a switch hitter, because why not? And then who knows, I may do another position player too as well. That way it's you got one pitcher and you got one position player. But a lot of people do variants, and it would just be it's just another guy doing a position player, where I don't see a lot of people doing closing pitchers and stuff. So here we are, 6'2", 210, and 18 years old. This is also for the draft stock, and our first batter is Andres Alviles. This is the 4th inning.
This one, they're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning
first
start.
ball.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
They probably put me in 4th inning or something like that, because it is a prospect game, and it's not like I'm saying it doesn't matter, but the fact of the matter is overall in general, it's just for me to set up my stock. It's not necessarily for me to have to be the best closing pitcher right away. It's for whoever wants to draft me, because I don't, with me, you could do the solid of, ooh, thought that could have been a strikeout. You could just do the solid of select your team, and that's what type of team you're going to be with. But with me, I kind of go for the draft and see who will draft me. There's the first strikeout of, like, you know, technically the career, but it's only a prospect game, so it really won't count. But there we go, the first strikeout with the first batter. But back what I was saying is that I normally just, you know, enter the draft, but there's always an option. Hey, are you ready for Pro Bowl? Are you not ready for Pro Ball? You could go back to college the next year, and stuff like that, but I'm not going to do that. I may, you know, if I were to create another series with the guy, I may do that and see what happens, but for this, I'm not going to do it. Like, yeah, maybe go up like maybe 2 or 3, but it's not really much compared to, you know, if you play the AA or something like that and you go up by 5 within the first year. Who knows? There we go, 2 strikeouts, 2 batters, 2 up and 2 down. Let's go.
That's a great job of keeping him off balance right there. He sits him down with a very
there we
nice
go.
off-speed pitch, and that has to
I may be 52 overall, but I sure
Most
can
young hurlers
give
depend on
a
spotting their
punch.
fastballs, but he's showing right there that he has an effective off-speed repertoire as well.
Into the windup, here comes the
Yeah, I picked these 3 pitches because, like, I play an app on my phone, and a lot of the pitchers that are play on this, I think it's called Baseball 9. It's on iPhone. I don't know about Android. 3 up and 3 down, but it's a really cool app, and most of the pitchers on that app, yeah, it's Baseball 9. I think it's Baseball 9 innings or something like that. But on that app, there's like a bunch of pitchers that have that type of scheme of a changeup, fastball, and slider, and so I really like that, and I strike out a lot of people with that, so that's why I kind of kept that. And so I have was a relief pitcher for the 5th inning only, and I did the 3 up and 3 down, and that's all you can ask for is 3 strikeouts within your first prospects game. So obviously this may be a short video, but we'll also look at other things if we can upgrade, or we'll just add the draft to it too as well, because if they're only going to do 1 inning, this was really short.
So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire
so we have to turn to the clubhouse, and then, you know, yeah, 2 balls and 11 strikes, and got 3 strikeouts. That's pretty good. I thought they would maybe, you know, send me out for another inning because I striked out 3 players, but my stamina is also not that big, to be honest. And we're going into showcase game number 2. And if it was the West, I think it's the East this game. Let's get it.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement.
All right, I guess they didn't really
came away with the victory, and look
need me.
Next one.
A close one, 8-7 is how it finishes.
What's up,
today.
Coach? Like, I got 3 strikeouts in the first game, and you don't use me this game. Like, even if you're up by so big or down by so big, like, you could at least use me to, like, pitch and get my pitches down. Like,
you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
see, like, you could have used me. Like, it was 8-7, and that's normally a closing pitcher type of situation. But they decided not to use me. Like, what the heck? Like, I had 3 strikeouts last game, and you don't use me? Oh, so triggered. We're gonna definitely add the draft to this one because this one's gonna be too short.
Nothing left to do but await his fate. This
but I feel like
from his former high school coach, who's been acting as his advisor through the process.
Oh, let's do that because, like, you know. Because, like, I feel like, you know,
Welcome back to the Major League Baseball first-year player draft. The first pick is officially on the clock. With the first pick, the Detroit Tigers.
All right, so I'm a 25th rounder.
Williams, a second baseman from the international region.
I'll probably be either a Phillies or Giants.
Giants select Len Sao, a starting pitcher from the East region.
I'm gonna be Phillies, Sox, Reds, or Mets.
Select Chad Olson, a starting pitcher from the
Or not
West
even.
region. With the fourth pick, the Chicago White Sox select Micah McClendon, a relief pitcher from the international region. With the fifth pick, the Cincinnati Reds select Carlos Amaya, a starting pitcher from the central region. With the sixth pick, the New York Mets select Kerry Mota, a left fielder from the West region. With the seventh pick, the San Diego Padres select Avi Cabrera, a relief pitcher from the international
When am I gonna
region.
get
With
picked?
the eighth pick, the Atlanta Braves select Adrian Gomez, a left fielder from the
I'm just letting this
international
play
region.
out because, like,
With
you
the
know,
ninth pick,
with
the
only
Baltimore
pitching one
Orioles
inning and then
select
not the
Amari
next game.
Freeze, a relief pitcher from the East region. With the 10th pick, the Oakland Athletics select Alexi Santiago.
Watch I don't get drafted at all because I only pitched one game for 3 strikeouts.
Jeffrey Nestorov, a relief pitcher from the Central region. With the 12th pick, the Toronto Blue Jays select Sebastian Cordero, a starting pitcher from the Central region. With the 13th pick, the Miami Marlins select Fletcher Crawford, a relief pitcher from the international region. With the 14th pick, the Seattle Mariners select the closing pitcher from the Central region.
So I am officially an Arkansas Traveler. Took 25 rounds to the 14th pick and me getting 3 strikeouts in 1 inning. That's all I played. I feel like I should have deserved more because I struck out 3 batters. But I can't complain. But now, cause like with my other player, you can only become like technically a free agent after 6 years or something like that, unless if you get traded. So hopefully I do good with the Seattle Mariners, whether it be I get to be a closing pitcher with the Seattle Mariners or if I get traded somewhere else. Obviously it's not like biased because I live in Wisconsin, but I always want to play for the Brewers because the Brewers, they may have sometimes an okay organization, because the fact of the matter is, like, they'll have a good start, but then they'll have a slumpy middle, and then they have to fight their way back in towards the end of the season. And then that's when, like, they cut off short because they fought so hard towards the end of the season, and then they just, like, not necessarily overwork themselves, but like they put themselves more in pressure than what they needed to be, and then they lose like to the wild card game, or they make it to the second round and then they lose right away. So it's like, it's rough. And so this will be interesting. I've never been drafted by the Seattle Mariners, like, in all of my careers of playing MLB. I played MLB The Show, like, I don't know, it was like a few years before this, because this is MLB The Show 18. I don't have 20, but, like, I've been drafted, I think, by the Giants or something like that, and whatever. But that was on the PS3 and stuff like that. Obviously, this is the PS4. We are drafted by the Seattle Mariners. Let's go!
After a long and lonely first 2 days of the MLB draft, this player's wait is finally over.
I mean, I was hoping I would be drafted in an earlier round, but can't believe I'm gonna play it. So, like, this is like, now you could enter the minor league system and give it all you've got, unless you are inclined to play college ball for a year instead. So it seems like I'm coming straight out of high school, and then if I want to, I could delay a year, and then have to redo the whole process again. But I'm ready to play pro ball. This is the series that, you know,
new draftees still face long odds of ever making it to the big leagues.
He knows what I got it to take. He visualized the player you want to become and make it happen with hard work and good choices. Yes. And obviously throughout this, series and stuff like that, like right now I think I have it on Zach Greinke as the windup. I may change it because I know Clayton Kershaw has a good windup. And obviously next is the game to start the Travelers, but I am going to save that until next episode when I, play three games or whatever it is within that 3 games, and then or 4, depending on how short or how long they are, and then smash them all together, create that, and that's what it will be for this series. It'll be like 3-4 games, and then like I said before, smash them up, and that will be kind of what it is, whether it be really good or really bad, whether if I save the game or if I blow it away, just stuff like that overall. So hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. Sorry it may be a little short than what you've expected, because I thought I would actually play in the second game, but who knows, maybe I should have delayed a year, but it's a series, and I don't really do, starting closing pitchers, and so why not start right away and, be with the Arkansas Travelers and the Seattle Mariner franchise organization. Unless if I get traded and have a team, because I think within a few weeks I get an agent and stuff like that, and then we try to see if we could trade me or whatnot. But I'm in here for the long haul. I'm not really expecting much right away and stuff like that. So like I said, but if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like this video, comment down below whether if you like what you're seeing, what's coming through, because there's each month I'm going to be making 4 to 5 episodes, the 3 to 4 game format, or maybe I may sim some, who knows. It all depends, because closing pitcher, their main focus is to stay for 1 inning, and that is to save either save them from losing any bigger, or save for the win with 3 runs or less. So hopefully you have a good day, night, whenever you're watching this. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. Peace out.